Hello friends! We're in the midst of summer season and my pool rule sign I built the previous video has been holding up great. Now I'm in need of some outdoor games. I was thinking about cornhole. I mean, who doesn't like cornhole? With lumber prices being at an all-time high, cornhole is still something that can be built. All you need is a few pieces of plywood, a few pieces of lumber, some bolts with nuts and some paint. So, lass uns anfangen! For the plywood, I'm using two sheets that are 1.2 centimeters thick, 61 centimeters wide, and 102 centimeters long. The first step is to cut out a hole in both of the sheets. The hole needs to have a 15 centimeter diameter. The middle of the circle needs to be 23 centimeters from the top and center to the board. To cut out the circle, I'm going to use my jigsaw. Take your power drill with a thick drill bit and cut a hole along the line. Take your jigsaw and cut along the line. Make sure to take your time. It's difficult to follow a round line. The next step is to cut the pieces of the side. You need 4 pieces that are about 61 centimeters long and 4 pieces that are about 118 centimeters long. 4 pieces for the legs that are about 34 centimeters long. All pieces have a thickness of 6 centimeters. Instead of measuring each piece, you can take the last piece you cut and use it as a template. After you cut all the pieces, it's time to drill a hole in the legs to fit all the bolts through. I'm using my drill press, but a power drill will do the job. I gave my drill press a name. It's called a flexor. I bet you can tell why. I used my side sanding disc on my belt sander to round them up the corners on the legs, so the legs can swing freely in and out. I traced one leg, sanded the corners, and then I used that leg as a template for the others. To assemble the cornhole, I'm using outdoor screws that are about 5 centimeters long. Pre-drill the holes with a countersink drill bit. I used 2 screws on each corner and 12 to attach the top. We have to find the right angle for the bottom of the legs. To do this, I use the bolts and nuts to attach the legs to the table. I lifted a cornhole onto the side of my workbench and lifted the top 12 inches. Then I extended the leg and used another piece of wood to trace the line. That gives me the angle that I have to cut. I used my miter saw to cut the appropriate angle. To fill the holes, use either wood filler or joint compound. Fill the holes, let it dry, and sand it smooth. And now we are at my least favorite and my most favorite part of the project, sanding and dancing. If you have to do something you don't enjoy, at least try to make it fun. All done. That wasn't too bad. Since everything is super smooth now, it's time to make the project come to life. Let's apply some paint. I started off with a coat of primer. The paint I chose has a primer in it, but I'd rather still go with a separate layer. I chose 2 different colors. I chose white and a teal blue. Let each layer dry before applying the next. To paint the pattern, I choose painter's tape to get crisp lines. I added 3 layers of paint. The paint job is done. Make sure you remove the painter's tape before the paint has fully dried. Let the boards fully dry overnight. Last step is to attach the legs with the bolts and nuts. And we are fertig. Now it's time to test out the game. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Tschüss!